Oh hi guys, it's just me. I'm hiding from the feds, aka Kabam, just in case they get wind of what I might be up to in this video. On this is a cushion I used to stand on, not to kind of increase my height, but to add comfort because I stand up a lot. It's used for gardening. It's not relevant to this video, I thought it's just nice to share. So what are we exactly up to in this video? What is the point? What could be an exploit? What seems to be an interesting thing with the synergy to look at? All will be revealed. So Curty hits up my inbox and he's like, damn man, you gotta check this out. It's like so good. The amount of synergy damage you can do is amazing. You're gonna love it. And I was like, damn, that sounds like amazing amount of damage. Who told you about this? And he was all like, dude, I seen this in this video by CHANCE HESTOR when he's doing amazing damage. That's where I got it from, bro. I was like, damn, I gotta check this out for myself. And this is indeed that video. If you've got Ant-Man references, then that would make sense. If not, then I'm probably just weird. I mean, I'm weird, but there you go. This is all about Bishop and his synergies. And CHANCE HESTOR puts a fantastic point across, and whether or not this has felt like an exploit with this amount of damage, which is crazy. An L2 off 6 hits and boom, hitting in with damage. He does note that there is Suicide's Arm with glass cannon, as well the fact that he's using a 6-star 125, and then as well he's hitting it up with that Bishop in the synergy group that is a 455. Now, even though this is master level difficulty, the applications to more difficult content could be quite substantial. As you can see, we're seeing numbers, even though you can't see it properly, about 17,000 with a crit, and then there's like a flat of like 7,000, so there's a good chunk of damage being done off this SP2, especially because it's right at the start of the battle. But your question is, Rich, why is it so relevant? Why is it so important? What of the synergies? Why is it so much of a big deal? Well, let's have a look. CHANCE says that there's a secret synergy allows for a super fast clear of Master's monthly difficulty. Synergy cannot be found within his list of synergies. CHANCE says normally Bishop can start each fight with up to 4 synergies, each providing 8% power and 2 prowess stacks. This equals 32% power, 8 prowess stacks. By substituting another Bishop, you can multiply the remaining 3 synergies times 2, creating an additional 2 synergies for a total of 6. This equals to 48% power and 12% prowess stacks. Each parry grants Bishop an additional 5% power and 3 prowess stacks. Red Cyclops and Storm provide an additional 12% special damage, and Bishop's SP2 gains 50% damage when used within the first 12 seconds of a fight. Then he says, enough math. What does it actually mean? It's as simple as parry, 5-hit combo, SP2. This is repeatable every fight, 9 hits and 90% of opponents will be KO'd. Now I wanted to put this into practice, so I gave it a go myself. As you can see, this is the team that I sported. Unfortunately, I don't have a 4-star and I don't have a 5-star version of Bishop. I am praying for the day that that comes to me, and I'm doing a big opening fairly shortly or soon that hopefully will gift me that, because I really want to give this a real kind of interesting try. But there have been some real interesting things that came about from doing the experiment, and you're going to see it in the fight that's going to play now. So I decided to take the fight to Uncollected, feeling quite confident. Why not? Unfortunately, based on the synergy from having the lower version at 3-star, it does mean that that affects the rate of power gain and also the prowess. So whether or not that's going to stack up a little bit against me, meh. It's all about the test. We can see, and we saw from CHANCE HESTOR's video, that there's some amazing damage on offer. But the footage that I'm showing now is that going up against Sentry, putting in a super amount of damage, in my opinion, but like 50%, 57% I think it was damage that I did in 1 hit, building up to that SP2 within 10 hits. Unfortunately, not the 6 that we saw that was quite impressive, but it was indeed hitting in with those 10, sporting a great amount of damage. And like I said, 50% damage in total was pretty darn tasty to see. Bishop is a complete monster, one of my favourite champions, but unfortunately I've kind of put him on the back burner to focus on a few like Labyrinth of Legends strength champions to kind of develop, and that was Stark Spidey. So getting up to rank 2 has been unfortunately a lower priority. Maybe this will change, especially if I get him awakened in my next 6-star opening. Fingers crossed for that. Now, based on what we've seen and what we've discussed, does this look like it's some sort of exploit? To be honest, it doesn't really look as bad on the face of it. With Chance running Suicide Masteries, the damage output is going to look more intense, especially if you couple with the fact that it's using a 6-star and like the way the synergies stack up. It could have that little inclination of going over the threshold of going, oh right, is that going to be a little bit too much damage? But the fact is there's a lot of champions doing a lot more damage with a lot less effort. One thing that's an unfortunate aspect is having to use certain champions to really utilize strong synergy groups. And what do I mean by that? Well, you know, you've got Storm, good champion. Bishop, good champion. Bishop again, good champion. But obviously you need one that's a 6-star and a 5-star, and to a lesser degree the 4-star version, which then finally leaves you with Cyclops. As we know, Kabam said this is a go-to champion for content, one of the best. And then finally Doctor Strange, or you could then swap it out for a different champion. But the fact is you wouldn't build a team around this, especially going up against some silly things in Uncollected. I'm not saying that Uncollected is silly, but there's nodes that are kind of frustrating, like with Bane and, you know, etc, aspects of death, the list goes on. However, though, it could be argued that it doesn't have that usual thing which we see with synergies, which is does not stack with duplicate synergies. So in essence, it's kind of there because it should be there. It shouldn't really feel that it's an exploit because it doesn't say anything. So it's seems fine. My final thought on the subject is that this seems pretty cool, and I'm really excited when people kind of send me these things. So if you did want to ever send me something like this, then please send it to the RichThemanofficial at outlook.com, and I'll be able to kind of like see it, test it, feature it, and you know, hopefully make a video of it. So it's been a fun little thing to look at. But I could be completely wrong and completely disagree. You kind of find it an exploit. Maybe it's not so important. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. You know, whatever you want to say in the comments section. It's helpful to then get an idea of what people are thinking around the subject of this amazing damage that the champion outputs. Do you think that it's reflected by the Suicide Masteries? Do you think that it's all about the 5-star and the 6-star? What do you think? In the comment section, have your say. I've been RichTheMan. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content, and as always, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.